Well, after a long wait, Scrivener has finally released version 3.0 for Mac. They say version 3.0 for Windows is coming soon. I'll let you know when I get mine. The question here, though, is what does the update contain and is it worth the money? I'm going to let you know coming up. Hey guys and gals, boys and girls, authors and author wannabes. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Your old buddy Tim back today. I look like a lumberjack of sorts today. It's the weather's turning quite chilly here in the state of Alabama, and I always pull out the flannel. So I've got a flannel thing going today. Do you think it makes me look lumberjacky? Is that a word? I don't know. Hey, on the program today, we are talking about Scrivener, the word processing software for authors that many of us use, swear by, want to be buried with. But, you know, Scrivener's kind of dragged its feet as of late about updates. Well, the good news, they have just released 3.0. And I'm going to tell you all about that. Before I do, though, let me remind you quickly that what I do on this program typically is answer questions submitted by viewers like you or maybe not like you in the comments below. So if you've got a question pertaining to writing, editing, authoring, agenting, any of those ing words that you would like me to address, drop it in the comments below. And if I use your question on a program, you will receive a free digital copy of one of my books. Also, don't forget to click that subscribe button. Click the little bell notification. And if you do that, every time I release a video, out of the goodness of its heart, YouTube will let you know about it so you can come over and check it out. And, you know, God forbid you miss this because it is an entertainment value. Now, back to our program. So Scrivener, I've got my notes here as I always do because my retention is that of a 3-year-old with hypertension and ADHD and all of those letters. Scrivener's just released version 3.0 for Mac. Nothing for Windows yet. They say it's coming. I'm a Windows user. I'd love to have screenshots in this video, but I'm not going to buy a Mac to do it. So anyway, I'm going to tell you what I think about this. You know, Scrivener, if you are not familiar with it, it's an alternative to Word. It's a word processing software created specifically for writers, for writing books, for those of us or those of you who don't want to use Microsoft Word or WordPad. Now, you know, Scrivener is really less of a word processor and more of an organizational system. You can not only write your book with Scrivener, but they have all these really cool organizational tools that you can, you know, you got a great interface where you can see all of your files. You can break your chapters up into different files. You can keep notes. You can keep track. And so Scrivener was designed more with the author in mind and the writing process in mind than was Microsoft Word. You know, Microsoft Word, when it launched 100 years ago, was a word processing software, but over the years it has become much more than that. Sure, authors use Microsoft Word to write books, but it's also used by a lot of folks for documentation, reports. You know, it mixes with PowerPoint. You can do imagery. You can do all kinds of stuff with Microsoft Word. And, you know, it's really not writer-centric. It's not made specifically for us authors the way Scrivener is. You know, Microsoft, there have been studies or surveys that the average user probably uses about 1, 2, 3% of Word's overall functionality. The rest of it we don't care about. Well, Scrivener has taken just the functionality that we care about and put it in a piece of software that a lot of writers, myself included, use. So I want to look at some of the things that they have done because I got to tell you, I do believe that this update is a little overdue. You know, for all of its good points, Scrivener, at least in my opinion, and this is my video, so that's the opinion you're going to get. It's always had somewhat of a rudimentary GUI. The user interface has been very kind of simplistic and old style, and they've updated that. So one of the things that they're talking about now is they have, let me scroll down, yeah, this is a pretty major update, and one of the first things they brag about, if you go to their website, is the interface has been overhauled and modernized, which is a far cry from just saying, we redesigned that bitch. No, it's been overhauled and modernized, which to me, I'd love to see it. Again, I'm on Windows. I'm waiting for my release. What I've read online, the reviews from the Mac folks, is it's really an improvement over what was there. You know, the interface has always looked a little underwhelming, a little dated, but Scrivener now promises that users will be pleased by the overhaul and modernization of the interface. They've also, I'm not going to go, they've got really in depth on their website. If you want to see all of these, go over there. I've kind of encapsulated it, but they've extensive touch bar support added. They've modernized and rewritten the code, which I think is amazing because Scrivener, for all of its greatness, can be a buggy bastard sometimes. So they have rewritten code base for 64-bit, which means the software will run faster and hopefully be a little less buggy. They've also added draft and session progress bars. This is really cool. A new feature called bookmarks combines the content previously displayed under project notes, references, and favorites, giving users access to frequently used documents from the inspector. And that's one thing that I have to give props to the folks at Scrivener for, is they always design things with the user in mind, I think. Even more so than a lot of software companies. You know, Word, that can be pretty unuser-friendly at times, but Scrivener seems to at least have considered the way that we authors work. And that's the whole point, is the way the software is laid out and the things that you can do is very author-centric. Let's see. Part of the update also sees a major redesign of, hang on, I scrolled too far, the program's compile tool, which is used to transfer the user's draft into a single completed file. If you've never used Scrivener, the way you can set it up is you can have a separate file for every chapter, every scene, whatever you want, and you put them in order in the viewer, and when you click compile, it puts them all together in correct fashion. Sometimes it works. Usually it works. Sometimes it doesn't. So let's see. It's been made easier to use. It's more flexible, particularly when combined with the text system's new full style system. That's another thing. Scrivener has now expanded the styles and formatting that you can do within documents. Let's see. The improved software also improves its support for major e-reader formats with existing Kindle support enhanced and EPUB 3 added for the first time. Yeah, one of the nice things about Scrivener is you can actually export your files to fit. Now, one thing I will warn you on, sometimes the aforementioned bugginess can come into play, and the file that you get formatted is not exactly the way it should be. I've had some files come out with some funky colored text and some font replacement, but you try to catch those things and make it right. But for the money, you cannot beat Scrivener. I mean, if you're looking to update a current software, it's going to cost you $25. If you are a new user and you want to start from scratch, $45. That's amazing. I got to tell you, I've always thought, and I was in the software business for 20 years, that Scrivener was grossly underpriced. Of course, I won't tell them that, because I don't want them to charge me more. But for everything you're getting for $45, my God, I call this program an entertainment value. That is a software value, $45 for the full load. However, if you've never tried Scrivener, I do encourage you to try before you buy. They do have a free 30-day trial. I'll put a link below where you can take advantage of that. If you just want to download it and try it out, and there is somewhat of a learning curve. It's not incredibly steep. But it is there. But they've got some really great help files. There's a lot of really good stuff online. But again, $45. Holy maloney, man! If this was me, I'd be $145. I wouldn't care how much you whined about it, folks. You'd be getting for $145. Again, Scrivener 3.0 out now for Macintosh, Windows, hopefully on the way, because I am a Windows user. So looking at everything that they say they're doing, geez, there's a lot here. Again, one of the great things about Scrivener is it's more of an organizational tool, and it will actually speed up your writing once you learn to use it. So there you go, Scrivener 3.0 for Mac out now with a overhauled and modernized look, and I mean a ton of stuff. Go over to the website, click the link below. I'm not going to put all of this stuff in here because there's really a lot that they have done, and a lot of users will tell you it's about damn time. And they will also tell you this is a great thing, and hopefully the Scrivener update will help us do what we do better. Now, one of the questions I got, I did a video before about Word versus Scrivener, and you know, to be all honest, I use both. I am an old Word user. I started using Microsoft Word back in the frickin' 80s. Yes, folks, I am that old. And I've used it so much, I'm pretty much a power user. I'm an expert user. So I know how to do things in Word quickly and easily, but I still take things into Scrivener. I go back and forth. Again, I love Scrivener's organizational setup, how you can keep track of things, how you can, you can have files with your character names. You can have just all kinds of stuff. Go check it out. I have salivated enough over Scrivener 3.0. So there you go. It's available now. Link below. Check it out. Hey, don't forget, if you like what I do on this channel, subscribe, like, ring my bell. Also, in the links below, you're going to see a link to my website. If you bop over there and sign up for my newsletter, which is free, you talk about an entertainment value. You can't get any more. I mean, I would have to give you money to make that an even better value. So go over there, the link below. If you opt into my list, I will never spam you. I hate spammers. I will track you down and gut you like a deer. If you spam me, I would never do that to you. So sign up for the list. You can download my book, Angel of Mercy, just for joining the list. And you'll only be notified when I do things like this. Because again, God forbid you missed this. All right. All right, guys, check out Scrivener. See if you like it. Let me know what you think. Put it in the comments below. Are you a Scrivener user? Are you excited about the update to 3.0, or do you give a crap? Either way, drop me a comment, and I'll see you soon. I don't know what that was.